Hello, my name is Jacob Brown. I am 10th grade HSNA. Today I will be demonstrating my Scratch project. It is based off a previous game called The Impossible Game. Um, I will be showing you both the gameplay and the process of making it. Let's begin. So first we have the starting level. You click here. Now the thing is, you cannot go into here without collecting the green dots. And if you notice, I cannot go outside of these borders. So no matter what, I'm stuck in here. There's a little glitch though. If I press the arrow keys down and right, it will go through. I'll do this for demonstration purposes. Now I can get back in if I go in through corner. There we go, like that. But that is kind of unfixable due to the fact that you cannot program this game in diagonal without very hard coding. So let's get back on track. So now I can go through it. So these, if you touch these, it will send you back to the start. So try not to touch these. These are so do not touch these. And again, like I said, you cannot go in here without collecting all of them. So it's just you get all of them before actually going in it. And that's it. It's very simple, basic concept. But now let's go into the coding aspect of this. So the coding aspect is pretty, let's stop this real quick. The coding process was fairly difficult. It was mostly the ball that has the most coding. Out of all these, each one had the separate coding basically. Well, some of them had about the same, but I will go through all of them pretty much individually. So first, let's start with the ball. So the ball, how it works is when you click the arrow, it shows, because if something, you have to hide. I have to hide it when it switches to backdrop 4, end screen is backdrop 4. And I hide it because you don't want just a random ball just floating around. So I hide it, and I'll show it when you click that thing. So for instance, click this, does that. So, but if I were to go to the 4th backdrop, it would hide. So what the code is doing is when I start this, it activates this code right here. These are your basic things. Switch backdrop to backdrop 1. This just makes sure that every time you start up, it always starts on this backdrop, and then the coding goes from there. These code demonstrate life on edge bounce. This is just in case you get out here somehow. Really doesn't interfere with this because you cannot make this an edge. Okay, so first, forever. That means it will always be running unless I put a stop code. But it will stop if I press the stop button, of course. But it means it's always running. This one right here, this is if I touch sprite 2, broadcast message 1, go to this, go to broadcast message 2. This is sprite 2. Basically what this does is this is the first block. This one's going to be the only one like this due to the fact that this sprite 2 activates sprite 3 and sprite 12. These sprites are all different due to the fact that when coding, it is harder to make one block do everything because it can glitch out some stuff. So to make it simpler make it easier to load, I just did 3 separate blocks. What these ones right here is, this whole thing is making sure that I stay in bounds. But like I said, I can go out if I press down and right, but I can get back in like that. So it's not a big glitch, but it's kind of funny. So of course there's no balls, and this is another reason I only did this code for this, is that makes sure that that one's unique. So sprite 12 and sprite 3 pretty much have the same codes. So that's the ball explained. Sprite 2, nothing much to show. It just receives this and hides. this touches it like I said before. Sprite 3 is a little different. Basically, you have to collect this many orbs. Well, we're on the stage now. So if I collect these, see, even if I only collect one, it shows up here. Orbs, 1. So, and then now if I collect it, I'm gone. This is now the last level. We'll go to that one. That has Sprite 12. If orbs 2, which is right here, equals to 4, so even if I get that 3, I can cross over here to go over here. So now I get the end screen. The balls themselves are pretty basic. Basically, they're set to reset after each time when the backdrop switches, they reset. So it shows because you don't want in the very beginning, because they will show if you don't put a hide when arrows clicked. Next would be so all the sprites are pretty much the same, except for a few little minor changes. These ones are set to forever move in a certain direction, and when backdrop switches this, how they bounce is actually pretty interesting. When they touch this color, they bounce, and then I turn them 180 degrees, so that means just the opposite way, and they're bouncing. But because they're bouncing in not the same way, and I didn't start them in different places, they bounce in random positions. Though there is no random code in this, it does create a randomness. And that is basically how my game works. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.